Hey there, Morgan. How's it going? I'm Courtney, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 things that can help more pet owners find your business when they're looking online. And the reason I'm doing this is because business owners are just way too busy running their business, so they don't really have the time to figure out all the other things that, go into place when running a business. And honestly, business owners just don't know who's an expert when it comes to this kind of thing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you 3 things you can actually use, which are content, citations, and backlinks. And if you like what you see and want to chat after, cool, just send me a message back. All right, so let's hop right on in. So the first thing I like to go over is your website content. And with that is that you just want to make sure you have enough words on it. And I know that sounds simple, but let me explain. So when people search for what you do, Google has to figure out which business to show them. And one way it does this is by reading what's on your homepage. If there's only a couple of sentences, Google's not going to be sure about really what you do. And right now your site is sitting at about 698 words. And I went ahead and did the same thing for one of the top competitors in your area. And these guys are looking at 589. These guys are slightly dominating them a little bit in this area. And with this content, you want to have what are known as keywords, which are words or phrases that people search up each month just to help of them resolve any concerns or questions or issues that they have. And you can miss out on a lot of pet owners by not having these keywords on your website and by not having them properly placed. So, okay, there we go. Okay, so everything that you see highlighted, this is what Google looks at when they scan through your site. So you want to make sure all images, icons, all those things, they have the proper keywords embedded into them so that this helps Google to identify your business and what it does. Let's just take a look at an example of this one. All right, and as you can see, this one does not have a keyword embedded in here. So you just want to reach out to whoever made your website to optimize these correctly with the proper keywords. So going over here to Ahrefs. And before we actually start on this, I just wanted to tell you, so the sweet spot with how much content to have on your website is studies have shown that 1,500 words is what Google actually prefers for businesses to have. It's not the only way to rank a business, but it's a pretty good way to do that, and also another good way for Google to get a good idea of what you guys do. So, right, this is Ahrefs. I use this tool that just lets me peek behind the curtain. It just shows me what Google thinks a website is about based on what people are actually typing into Google every month. So I ran a quick scan of you and your competitor just to look at a couple of things, and one of them being keywords. You're currently ranking for 37 keywords at the moment, and this is bringing you in a traffic of 163 people per month. And we're just going to take a look at what some examples are. Okay, so all right, so these are okay. So these aren't the most the ideal for people who are trying to find it, and the reason why, I mean, you have the location and everything, so these are pretty good. But you don't want to have keywords that just rely on your business name, and the reason why is because not everybody will know your business name. So new pet owners won't be able to find you. So you want to be able to have keywords that are geared towards them. I'll actually give you an example of what I mean by that. And we're just going to go ahead and take a look at your competitor. These guys are ranking for 33 keywords, but they have a organic traffic of 259 per month. All right, just going to take a look. Okay, so kind of the same thing with these guys. Let's just take a quick look. Just want to give an example of a keyword. All right, let's see. All right, so this is a perfect example of a keyword that you will want to have. This one right here, and This one's also a pretty good keyword, and this one as well. Okay, so these are all examples of why are they good keywords. It's because they have, what it is that you do, and the location. So Animal Clinic, North Suffolk, right? So these are perfect examples. And what I'm actually going to do is now I'm just going to take a keyword example and just place it into Google, and then we're just going to go over this entire page. And this section right here is going to go into the second thing I like to go over, is that it's getting listed in more places, aka basically your citations. And this right here is called the map pack. And getting into the top 3 is huge, because this is where people click. The higher you are, the more clicks you get. And how you get up there is you need to be listed on a bunch of different websites with your business's name, address, and phone number. And you want to be on places like BBB, Yelp, Facebook, and many, many more. And the thing is, the more places your information shows up correctly, the more Google trusts your business, and they start to bump you up. Okay, and so in order for you to get ahead, though, you want to find out what your competitor has and then match them. But you want to add like 50 to 100 more, because you don't just want to match them, you want to get ahead of them. So you want to double what they have, right? So that way it takes them a long time to catch back up to you guys. And how to actually go about doing that is there are tools out there that show you what citations your competitors have, and then you just go get those, right? So that is how that works. Now moving into the last thing, and that is getting other sites to link back to you guys, aka backlinks. And again, you want to be in the top 3 results. And the reason why is because again, this is where people click. The higher you are, the more clicks you get. And you want Google to see you guys as the authority. That's how you guys basically rank up there. And this is just basically someone who just knows their stuff, right? So how you get authority is having other websites link back to you guys. So think of it like this. If a local news site or community blog mentions your business and links to your website, that's them basically saying, hey, these guys are trustworthy, they know their stuff, I highly recommend them. Google sees that, and then they give you guys a little boost. Now, not all links are created equal. Since you guys are veterinary practice, you want to make sure you have links that are related to animal care. And so you want to have like say for instance a blog, right, talking about dog care. That is a lot more effective to have linking back to you than say a Pizza Hut, right? So you just want to make sure that you have links that make sense. So going back over here to Ahrefs, this is a tool that actually is really good for looking at backlinks. You guys are currently at 258 backlinks at the moment, and then your competitor is at 294, right? And just to want to let you know that it's about quality over quantity. So it doesn't matter how many you have. You want to make sure that what you do have is they are powerful links to you guys. And how to actually go about it is, here's the cool thing. So with tools like Ahrefs, I can see exactly who's linking to these businesses. This will allow me to reach out to those people and get these exact same links for your business. So that's kind of how that works in terms of, well, how do I, dominate them in this area? Okay, so that's pretty much all for this video. So just to recap, we went over content, we went over citations. You want to get to 200 to 300 sites linking back to you guys. This beats out your competition by a long shot. And backlinks. You want to get other relevant sites pointing to you guys to show Google you are the authority. All right. Now, you can totally take this information and run with yourself. That's completely fine. But if you want to skip the learning curve and, discuss a game plan and, maybe have someone handle it who's done it a bunch of times, just give me a call or text at 218-517-5513. Either way, I hope this really helped. Have a great day. Bye.